Hey guys, Paul from Net Audio here, and we've got a new product that we're going to talk about. And of course, in our typical fashion, if we've got a new product out, we're going to do something fancy for the first one. We're going to talk about the new product and the fitment, and then we can talk about all the different customization options. So what we have here, of course, it's for a Dodge Ram. It fits the 2015 and up Dodge Ram crew cabs, so the 5th gen Dodge Ram crew cabs. We have a really huge enclosure that we made where we were getting every last ounce of airspace that we possibly could from under these seats. So the back of it is angled and staggered, so it all fits right up under the seat and fits the angle of the seat perfectly. Really freaking huge box, but then we scaled that down to a version where you don't need the 2-inch seat lift and with the front of the seat. So this is what we came up with, and I honestly think this is going to be a pretty big seller. This version of the enclosure, we keep access to the cargo bins. As I said, it does not stick out past the front edge of the seat on the standard seats and on the recline seats. We have access to doing, in this one we're doing it as a downfire box. So that gives us 2.55 cubic foot of airspace, which is great for 2 or 3 10s, 2 10s ported, a whole bunch of 8s, something like that if you want to do 8s. With this one, we can also do it as a forward fire, which gives us closer to 3 cubic foot. Actually, I think it's a little over 3 cubic foot. So for a forward fire box doing some 8s, that's a lot of airspace, and that gives us something very good that we can work with. On the ported enclosures, what we're doing is something a little different. We can't port it out the back because the back of the enclosure sits right up against the floor. What we decided to do is put the port on the side, and we put it on the side at the back, firing up under into the seat bracket area. And my goal is, honestly, I don't want to see it. I want you to pay attention to the enclosure. I want you to pay attention to the sound, especially if you're doing something fancy. I don't want a big, chuffing hole on the side that just looks out of place. With us putting it up high, your seat edge comes out to about here. So on most vehicles, when you're standing outside the truck, it's going to be kind of hidden. Plus, with us having the port up higher, this way we're not worried about paper and kids' toys and all sorts. I can tell you any number of things that we found inside ports over the years. So with it being up high and out of the way, this way hopefully you're not sucking stuff into your enclosure. Doing this enclosure with 2 10s ported or 3 8s ported, that's going to be a fantastic combination. In this case, he's doing 3 Hertz audio, the Mille Pro Shallow 10s. With this setup, you'd easily be able to do 1500, 2000 watts on the Trio. This is going to add some significant bass to the truck. We absolutely love these enclosures. I wish this is one that we were going to get to here. This one's actually going over to a customer in the Netherlands, and we have quite a few different enclosures that are overseas already, so that's not really anything new to us. In our normal fashion, the stage 1 enclosure is just going to be black, and on the front of the enclosure we'll do the Ram letters carved into the front like we normally do. Stage 2 is when we'll do a vinyl trim panel that's inset into the face of the enclosure, and then we'll have your choice of doing the Ram letters, limited, rebel, whatever badging you want to do, and you have your choice of carpet and vinyl material. Stage 3 is going to move to this trim panel where we normally do another like vinyl or something on the insert, and then that gives you the option where you can add lighting or something if you want. And then we have stage 4 like this one where we did the acrylic so that you can see inside the enclosure. And on this one, we did kind of a, I don't know, high-tech looking pattern, which has a really cool neon effect when it's, lighting up. But we also did something similar with that pattern on the inside of the enclosure. So we've got matching engraving both sides, but now you can see your subs and you can see them playing and working. We did a white light inside and RGB on the front, so you can change colors. Or you can do RGB both. You have a lot of options with this. We're going to have these enclosures on the website, sealed and ported, stage 1 through 4. And of course, there's always more options to go up. So if there's something in particular you'd like to see get done, give us a shout. Hit up the website at netaudio.com. Shoot us an email at netaudiowf@gmail.com. Call the shop at 940-767-1800. Or as always, hit us down in the comments below and just, ask your questions. We can carry on a chat if we need to move somewhere else, and then we can later on. Keep an eye on the website and on the Facebook pages, and we'll be releasing and announcing all the new different models. Thanks, guys.